I hope you're doing good. It's Chris here from 6th String Fingerpicking. Today we're learning how to play a really beautiful fingerstyle arrangement of Eva Cassidy's version of Time After Time. We're in standard tuning for this one, capo placed onto the 2nd fret. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, subscribe. If you'd like the guitar tab, that's down below. Let's get right into it. Okay, so this one, the intro. Goes like that. So let's break it down. So as always, referring to all of the chords as if there were no capo on. Start by holding down a C chord, and then you're going to play the 4th and the 5th string together, and then hammer the 3rd fret, so 2 to 3 on the 4th string, then play the 3rd string, and then the 2nd string. So you've gone. Then just back to a regular C and play strings 4, 3, 2, and then open 4th string and then the 3rd string. So slowly you've gone like that. So you do that once, and then again until you get to there. So 1 and 2 and 3 and instead of playing open 4th string and then the 3rd string, instead go down to the 2nd fret on the 5th string, play that with the open 4th string, and then play the open 3rd string. So you've got okay, and then to an A minor. So hold that down, play strings 2 and 5. And then 4, 3, 4, so just, and then go to a G. I leave this 2nd fret on the 4th string held down, so kind of like a G6. All right, so play the bass note with the open 2nd string, then the 4th string 2nd fret, and then open 3rd string, open 4th string. So from the A minor, you've gone. And then just hold down an F chord. Okay, just a full bar, or like this. And just play strings 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's your 4-bar intro. Altogether, you have played. And then you're into the 1st verse, so you've got I hear the clock tick and think of you, put up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Okay, so that's really all just over this one C chord here. So hold that down. Play strings 1, 3, and 5 together, and then hammer the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So like, just like that. And then we're going to play strings 4, 3, and then just back to your 1st fret on the 2nd string. So, and then play that 2nd string again, and then back up to the 3rd fret. You can get the 3rd string in there as well if you want to. So you've got. Okay, and then bass, 4th string, and then just regular C, 2nd and 3rd strings together, twice, and then again. Okay, so you've gone. Okay, so lying in bed, I hear the. So think of the lyrics as you work your way through, and then you've got. So that's the clock tick and think of you. So there, hold down the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, like a C add 9, play strings 5, 4, and then 2 and 3. Then you're going to pull that 3rd fret off to the 1st fret, then play the 1st fret again, and then back up to the 3rd, okay, and then strings 2 and 3. So like, and then bass, and then 1st string open twice, okay, and then I'll play the 4th string open. So those 2 bars. Like that. So that's the first 4 bars of the verse. First verse, you've gone. And then it's gonna be circles, confusion is nothing new. So it's a similar kind of thing going on. So of course, still on the C chord, play strings 5, 4, and then starting on the add 9, so 3rd fret on the 2nd string, play it with the 3rd string, and then pull that 3rd fret off to open. So then open 1st string, then back to that 3rd fret on the 2nd string, get the 3rd string in there as well, and play the bass. Then strings 4, 3, and then 1st fret twice on the 2nd string. So all together. Okay, and then again back to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string and play strings 5, 4, and then 2 and 3 together. So then we pull that 3rd fret off to the 1st, and then play the 1st fret again on the 2nd string. So like that. Then back to the 3rd fret again on the 2nd string. Get the 3rd string in there too if you want to, with the bass, and then the 1st string open twice. Okay, and then just play the open 4th string. So those 2 bars you've gone. Okay, so back to the start of the verse, you have played. So it's quite fiddly, but I think if you really listen to how Eva Cassidy sings it, that's going to make it easier to get the kind of the phrasing that she's got on her vocal line down. I just want to interrupt this video for 1 second to let you know that if you join my mailing list, you get a whole bunch of benefits. You get 25% off all of my tabs. You can try any of my fingerpicking courses for free, and you get early access to all of my lessons. Plus you get insight, you get bonus tips and tricks and hints and all kinds of good stuff. There's a weekly email I send out each Saturday. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then sign up below. It takes 2 seconds. Okay, so starting on I use F sus2. So they're just 1st fret on the 2nd string, open 3rd string, and then 3rd fret on the 4th string, and then the bass 6th string, 1st fret. So hold that down and then play strings 6, 4, 2 and 3. So, and then to G, but with the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Play that with the 3rd string and the 6th string, 3rd fret. And then strings 4, 3, so. And then E minor, play strings 2 and 6, and then 4, and then 3. Okay, and then we go back to our F sus, again, play the 2nd string, and then string 6, 4, 3, 4. So like. So those first two bars you've got. Then stay on F sus for a bit longer, play string 6, 4, 2 and 3, and then 2. So, and then go up to the G, play that bass note, and then pull the first fret off on the second string. Okay, and then you're going to play the second fret on the third string. So like, yeah. And then E minor, I just hold down the 4th fret on the 4th string, play strings 3 and 6, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 3, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string, back to the 3rd string. So. Okay, that's the first 4 bars you have played. And then so F sus again, strings 2, 3 and 6, 4, 2 and 3, so up to G just like before, strings 2, 3 and 6, and then 4, 3, and then your E minor, strings 2 and 6, and then 4, and then the 1st fret twice on the 2nd string, so you've gone. That goes to your F sus again, play string 6, 4, 3, 4, and then 6, 4, 2 and 3. So. Then we go back up to our G, play the bass note, and then play strings 2 and 3, keeping that 1st fret held down on the 2nd string. Then pull it off to open, and then play the 2nd string. So like. Okay, so there you've gone. Okay, and that's the first bridge. So back to the start a bit, you have played two warm nights, almost left behind, suitcase memory, time after. And then you're into the next verse. And then it's the second verse, so that's where she sings, sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead, you're calling to me, I can't hear. Okay, so it's all over that C again. So hold that down, play strings 2, 3 and 5, and then hammer the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then play strings 4, 3, and then 1st fret on the 2nd string, and then 3rd fret on the top string, bass, and then open 1st string or top string, and then 3, 1 on the 2nd string, and then I play the 4th string, and then back to the 2nd string. So all together. Okay, so sometimes you picture me, okay, and then bass, then the 4th string, then 3rd fret on the 2nd string, play it with the 3rd string, Then you're going to pull that 3rd fret off again to the 1st fret, then play the 1st fret again, back up to the 3rd fret, get the 3rd string in there as well, then bass, and 1st string open twice, and then open 4th string. So okay, so and then continuing. So that's where she sings, You're calling to me. So it's a similar idea, still on the same chord, bass, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string with the 3rd string together, pull off, and then play the 2nd string again. So, and then 3rd fret on the top string, bass, open top string, and then 3 pull off to 1 on the 2nd string, and then play the 1st fret again on the 2nd string. So okay, and then okay, so on our C add 9 again, play strings 5, 4, 2 and 3, pull off to the 1st fret again, and then play the 1st fret once more. So and then you just got you have said. So that's the 5th fret on strings 1 and 3, and then 3rd fret on the 1st string, 4th fret on the 3rd twice. So you have said, and then slide it down 2 frets. So, and then pull both of those off to open. So, okay, and then just pull off 3 to 1 on the 2nd string. So you have said. So that's the 2nd verse. If you put it all together, you have played sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me, I can't hear what you have said. And then it's the 2nd bridge, so you say go slow, I've fallen behind the 2nd hand on words. And then I go into the chorus, or it goes into the chorus. So F sus again, hold that down. You've played 3 pull off to 1, and then you hold your chord down, play bass, then the 4th string, and then 3 pull off to open on the 1st string. So you, and then just G, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, play that with the bass. Say, so then I play the 4th string, 3rd string, to your E minor again, strings 2 and 6, then 4, then 3, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and you pull that off to the 1st fret, but as soon as you get to that 1st fret, play the bass note on your F sus chord, F sus 2, and then you can just play strings 4, 3, 4. So you've gone stay on this F for a bit longer, play strings 6, 4, 2 and 3, and then 2, up to your G, play the bass, and then we pull that 1st fret off, so, and then then 2 open on the 3rd string. Okay, so. And then just like before. Remember that? I'll go over it again. So it's E minor or E minor 7, but just hold down the 4th string 2nd fret, play string 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, then 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then 3rd string. So back to your F, sus, strings 2, 3, and 6, then 4, then 2 and 3, and then 2. So up to G again, play that. Do you pull off on the 1st fret to open? So, and then 2 open on the 3rd string. So, and then it's E minor. Play the bass. Then the 4th string 2nd fret, and then 3rd string 2nd fret twice. And on the 2nd one, I just go to this shape. I think I don't know how I'll play that. Probably like that. I'll probably switch fingers. But then I just play the F bass note. So 1st fret on the 6th string. So like that. So I play it something like that. There's a whole bunch of different ways you could play it. But that's it, because then it goes into the chorus. So there you've gone. And then, of course, it's the truly beautiful chorus. So they're the first few times through. So it's starting on a G chord, hold it down like this. So 3rd fret on strings 1, 2 and 6. Play the 2nd string, and then the 1st string twice, and then bass, and then again strings 2, and then 1 twice, and then again bass, and then. So, if you're lost, you can look, and you will. Okay? Then it's going to an A minor. I just play the 5th string open, and then 5th fret on strings 1 and 3 together, and then open 1 and 3. So it's just, and then bass again, and then pull off 3 to 1 on the 2nd string. Okay, and then it's a G chord just passing down to F. So just play the 3rd fret on the 6th string, and then you're down to your F sus again. So there you've gone like. And then down to your F. And then once you're on your F, play strings 6, 3, 1 and 2, back up to your G, play that with the open 1st string, then the 3rd string, then the 2nd string 3rd fret, and then open 1st string. So, like that. And then to C, bass, and then 3 pull off to 1 on the 2nd string. So, time after time. So, we get. So it goes round again, but you've got this little fiddly part. So you've gone C, and then 3 pull off to 1 on the 2nd string. Okay, and then what you're going to do, start keep that first fret on the second string, play it with the open third string and the second fret on the fourth string together, and quickly slide this second fret on the fourth string up to the third, so like that. Okay, then you go back to the second fret on the fourth string, play that with the third fret on the second string. Okay, so play the open fourth string with the third fret on the first string, and then just that third fret once more. So like that. So it's a bit fiddly. Like that. And then look, we go back to G. Just like before. Okay, so you just play bass and then string 2 and then 1 twice. And do that again. Okay, and then A minor. That's exactly the same that as the first time through. Alright, so but then on the F you get that. So it's on your F bass note, and then include the third fret on the first string, and here I'll play strings 1, 2 and 3. Then it's first fret on the first string, open first string, so up to G, third fret on the second string, play that with the bass, and get the third in there as well, and then back to the first fret on the second string twice. So there you've gone. Then we go to C, play a bass note, then I'll play the third string, and then look again. So it's the same. You do that slide again, and then down to the second fret, play the third fret on the second string, and then open fourth string with the third fret on the first string, and then that third fret again. So it's exactly the same as before. Then G, bass, second string, first string twice, and then bass. But then this time we go up to the 5th fret. Okay, so and then you got the I will be waiting. So that's you played the 5th fret. And then what you do is you go up to the 8th fret on the first string, and then the 9th fret on the second. Then play the bass, so it's A minor 5th string, and then same 2 strings, but the 7th fret slide to 5th fret. So I think I go like that, and then back up to the 8 and 9. So, and then bass again. 3rd fret on the first string, bass, so it's G, 6th string, 3rd fret. And then we go 1 pull off to open on the first string, and then 3rd fret on the second string. Okay, then down to our F sus, strings 2, 3 and 6. So that bit's quite tricky, but you've gone. Like that. Alright. And then 3rd fret on the first string, and then 3rd fret on the 6th string, open first string, and then 3rd fret on the second string, to C, strings 2 and 3, and then bass. So let's have a bit of a recap, because I know this is really quite tricky. From the start, you've gone, if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. And then you're on a C chord, so you play the bass, and then you get. So there, I just go strings 2, 3, and 4, and then hammer the 4th fret like that. And then on the 4th string, 2 open, and then 5th string, 3rd fret. Okay, so just back to your F sus, bass, then strings 2 and 3. Bass goes up to the 3rd fret. Play that with strings 2 and 3, still the 1st fret here. And then open 2nd string, and then back to the C chord, and play strings 2 and 3. So you've gone. Okay, and then bass, and then we get. So it's like an F, it's a C sus that you're playing, but you can just hold down an F chord, play strings 1, 2, and 4, and then think of a C chord and just play strings again 1, 2, and 4, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string, open 4th string, and then to a C, strings 2 and 5. So it's like. Okay. Alright, so where's that from? So from time after time, time after time. And then again, F, play the bass, then strings 2 and 3, up to G, play the bass note, and then open 1 on the 2nd string, back to C, strings 2 and 3, so, and then bass, and then you got, so you played the bass, and then you get the 3rd fret held down on the 1st string, play strings 1, 2, and 3, open 1st string, then hold down F, strings 1, 2, and 4, and then just like before, so as if you're holding down, your C chord, but just strings 1, 2, and 4. So just like before. And then 3rd fret on the 2nd string, open 4th string to your C chord, strings 2 and 5. Okay. Just like that. Okay, and then bass for your F, open 3rd string, strings 1 and 2. Okay, so the 1st string's open there. Up to your G, bass note. And then 3, 1, 1 on the 2nd string. So this is where it changes. So you've got time after time. Because you're right at the end. Okay, so it goes to the A minor. So you're on the G, play the bass, and then 3, 1, 1 on the 2nd string. Hold down the A minor, play the bass, then pull the 1st fret off to open on the 2nd string, then play the 3rd string. So, okay, so then after I did the 1, pull off to open, then I played the 3rd string, then the 4th. Okay, so, and then with fingers like this, strings 2, 3, and 4, and then hammer the 1st fret on the 2nd string, then play the 4th string, and then to, just like your intro, your G, you can keep that 2nd fret held down on the 4th string, or have it off, it doesn't really matter too much, but play strings 2 and 6, and then the 4th string, okay, and then end it. So that's your F sus, string 6, then 2 and 3, then up to the 3rd fret in the bass, play that with strings 2 and 3, 1st fret still on the 2nd, so, and then open 1 on the 2nd string, feel free to get the 3rd string in there too, and then you're done. C to end. So that last little bit, you've gone. And you've got it. Alright, I hope that you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and head over to sixstringfingerpicking.com, where there are hundreds more lessons, of course, all on fingerpicking for all levels. And there's a whole bunch of courses that you can take too. And remember, you can try any of them out completely for free when you join the mailing list. You can sign up below. As I said earlier, it takes 2 seconds. But that's it for now. Thanks so much. I'll see you again.